Let's go Arsenal, man. You've just rattled an entire fan base or 5. Yeah. Big up. Well-deserved win. Well-deserved win. And I'm not even milking this. Some are going to ask, why are you so happy? You support United. Well, I want Arsenal to win the league over the one that's at the top of the league at the moment. And I know it makes those fans unhappy right now, yeah? I'm not one of them Man United fans that are from down south that care that, oh, if Arsenal win the league, they're going to be unbearable. Well, I'm not that. I'm sorry. I dislike the other lot more. Yeah, I'm more indulgent to all of that. Anyways, smash the likes. Subscribe if you're new, because we're going to get down into it. Right. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The referee. Now, one thing I've noticed is just with these referees, yeah, there is a clear agenda and bias. Not just with Arsenal, Man United these days, ironic, right? Yeah, and anybody else, but it's like everything is in favour of Liverpool, and I must keep mentioning it. And you know what? I'd mention it for other fan bases if it was towards them. Like Anthony Taylor and Chelsea. This Jared Gillett is a Liverpool fan. You must question the integrity, yeah, of refereeing when it comes down to these matches, knowing that these two are going at it this season. Why is he allowed to referee this game? I got told online, yeah, that I'm making up rumours and lies. Go check it for yourself. Google it. There's many references. That first foul, let's call it that, because someone going to say, no, he wasn't. That's a penalty, mate. Pope didn't even get the ball first. He's absolutely clattered after Gyökeres is going around the man. Yeah, it might have touched his foot maybe, but he didn't get the ball clean. He took out Gyökeres in the process, and that kind of set the tone after Arsenal were all over Newcastle at first. Do you know what I mean? In the first half. And I don't understand that. And they were very unlucky to go 1-0 down after Volta when he scored that goal. So, but yeah, I thought Arsenal actually played really well today. I must admit, much better from Arteta. Much needed 3 points. And you can see that the team is shaping up a little bit more. I must have a disclaimer, and I don't really want to jump the gun too much. Mikel Arteta is Arsenal's best striker. Do you agree? Let me know. But in the first half, I thought Arsenal were moving the ball very quickly. They were very unlucky to be 2-3 goals up. I must say, look, if you disagree with me, that's up to you. But Eze, if his finishing was much better, yeah, they would definitely been up by 2 goals at least minimum. But referee had other ideas, and then yeah, at half time, I don't know why, but Arteta hooked Mascara. Maybe it's because of that sliced, which led to the goal, but he sliced it off for the corner. But I thought it was quite harsh. But the guy's young. The game's the game. Saliba's come on. It's not like, I don't feel like he made much of a difference for me personally. He could kind of ruin the young kid's Mascara's confidence there, but I'm not the manager, and you got the 3 points. It looks like it's a justified response from Arteta at halftime, right? So that's really the only kind of criticism I can really give Arsenal or Arteta, should I say? Because I just thought, you know what, Newcastle came at it. They came at you in the second half. They were really on Arsenal's arseholes, but you lot weren't giving in. I've really enjoyed that game, and the fact that you and Manchester City put some pressure onto Liverpool just makes that top of the table that little bit more exciting. Sign of champions, right? Because we need to call out energy for energy. We call out performances, sustainability, and then of course your wins, right? Now, if Liverpool did do this, remember Rio? He got a winner. I think it was 3-2 at the very end, and we were getting told, even though it was early doors, second game of the season, I think it was, or third, right? That is a sign of champions. So now when Arsenal do it, let's call it out. Is it the sign of champions? Let me know in the comments after you like this video. So you got to keep asking yourselves these sort of things just to remain consistent. Because I like to call out even my own takes, but I like to call out things when I see fit, really. And I even done it yesterday on the live. I done it a couple days ago on the lives as well. You just got to do energy for energy, and that way you can actually please everyone, because they can't really moan if you're being consistent about it. But today, I must admit, I thought Newcastle, you know what? if it wasn't for that Nick Pope blunder at the end, your players play quite decent, to be fair. But if we're going to go on the Arsenal side of things, I thought Gyökeres needs to stop falling on the floor so much. I thought Trossard was okay. I thought Saka, I don't know why he came off, but I thought Martinelli had a great impact, if you're going to talk about that. Declan Rice, the commentators, I don't know why, they kept trying to say, oh, you need to get involved in this, in the final third, but you didn't want to get, you don't want to concede a counter-attack. You're 1-0 down. I can see why it was a little bit pragmatic approach from that, but in the end, he got further up and he done his job, you know. I thought Declan Rice was all right. I thought Eze was wicked. You can see Eze is just going to be an absolute hit, right? Anyone can see that. But you know who I really liked today? I thought Gabriel, other than his goal, I thought he was a bit shaky. He's been a little bit like that. Been like, Zubimendi. I really like Zubimendi. I think that's his best away game yet, I think, I would like to say. Couple chances he was created one for Eze as well, created one for Trossard. I just stopped thinking from deep. I think he's really good. I think he's shaping up in this Arsenal side slowly but surely, but I really liked his performance. I thought Calafiori was really good as well. I thought Skelly could be a little bit more sharper when he came on. When Ødegaard played an absolute eye of the needle pass to him. But other than that, yeah, I thought Arsenal, the players, yeah, they were right. They were quite good. I wouldn't say there's a mad standout though, but because it was more, for me, it was just more team. That's how I saw it. It was just more team. Even for Newcastle, I don't think anyone played bad. I just feel like it was just more team. There was no individual standouts other than maybe that Malik Thiaw guy. So, it was unfortunate that Livramento obviously got that injury because he was just having a good game. It was just a good clash. And you know what? What a fixture. Must admit. And I'm not even here to kind of just glaze off this, that, and the other. I just, as a neutral that doesn't support either side, it's just a really good game. But the referee. Now, we're gonna all see. I like to think it's 1-for-1. Look, you didn't get the penalty. They didn't get a penalty. So I don't really want to hear a lot of referee talk, right? Because the hand up in the air, there's so many different interpretations for if that's a penalty from Gabriel or not, and it could change the game. But the first one was a penalty, and for me, because I've seen it with Romero against when Garnacho shot against the arm, it's a penalty, right? But no one ever takes into account that. What about proximity? What if the ball slides off the leg or off the foot onto the arm? What can you really do about it? When you slide, what are you going to slide like a fish? Like, is your arms going to be down by your side? No, it's not. Because it's a natural arm motion for a defender to have his arm up in the air as he's sliding, because that's just the natural motion. And I'm going to be honest with you lot, it's correct. In football, everyday football, whether it's on the 11-a-side, Saturday league, any type of league, it's just natural and it's normal. But when it comes to the Premier League, everything must be a penalty. So now that that's the case there, all I ask for is some consistency with it, because it happens a lot. It does happen a lot. And you know what, right? What I'm going to justify with this, because it's happened to Lissandro, by the way, where it's rolled up off his leg onto the arm and it's been a penalty, right? The other one, what I was going to say is, well, you know when they said he got a small touch and also therefore given a penalty, cast your minds back to last week, right? This is why evidence is key here, yeah? Robert Sanchez got a small touch and took out Mbeumo, and he got a red card. So really and truly, when you look at this match, if anyone's saying that Arsenal did not deserve the 3 points, you're talking bollocks. You're talking out of your absolute arses, because that's not only just a red card, right? That's a sending off of Nick Pope. So when you deep it, if you want to keep it for what it is, justice is served. Justice is served. But you know what? The substitutions made all the difference. So you got to credit Mikel Arteta for that. Mikel Merino, what a bad boy header. What a great header. Martinelli, absolute electric off the right-hand side. And Ødegaard, best little cameo from Ødegaard I've seen in a big game in a long, long time. Very long time. Anyone can agree with me on that part. I must admit, even for myself, I'm outdoing myself here. But no, all jokes aside, for me, the substitutions made the difference. And you know what? You have to praise the manager for that. I get onto Arteta a lot, right? More than most. But it's because I have a big expectation of one of the best footballing teams in world football right now. But yeah, look, overall, regardless of all of that, Arteta gets his flowers. Some players get their flowers. Substitutions made the big difference. And you know what? If it was Liverpool, we'd say sign a champion. So which one is it? Anyway, smash the like, subscribe if you're brand new. It's going to be some huge meltdowns. I'm here for it. Never a Foul is going to be live later as well. Let me know what your thoughts are about the penalties. Let me know your thoughts in general. I'll get replying to a few of yous. And just your comments in general. This is what Arteta needs to continue doing if you do want to go continue winning leagues like he did back in the day. It's just by playing players in their correct positions and getting the best players on the pitch as possible. Because guess what? If you have too many defenders on a pitch, it's going to be disjointed, isn't it? And I know the fact that you might have scored from maybe 2 set pieces, but it was late in the game as well. I don't even want to hear, oh, you can't score from open play, because when it is late in the game, when Newcastle have gone 2-5 at the back, they did. So you can't deny that. 60, what minute was it? I think it was 66th minute. They went to more of a 5 at the back. You're going to have to they're basically parking the bus and counter-attacking. What are you going to do? You're going to keep crossing the ball into the box, creating a lot of open chances and situations. Arsenal created a lot of chances today and open situations. That was the biggest difference from that game compared to a lot of previous games. That's it. I feel like I haven't done an Arsenal video that isn't Dalman in such a long time. It's kind of refreshing. So yeah. But anyways, as I said, please smash the likes. Subscribe if you're brand new and get your thoughts in the comments. Comments do help the algorithms. You know how it goes. So love for that. In a bit, hopefully you enjoyed that. And good 3 points, man. Needed. Very much needed.